Hi friend, welcome back to my channel. My name is Evelyn and in today's video I want to show you how to set up guides within your Facebook groups. Guides are an amazing way to organize your group, to structure the content, to increase your engagement, and to ultimately use the content within your group to funnel people in to either your first paid offer or your next paid offer, because you can give them a way to consume your content in a faster, more streamlined way. So I also love to use guides when I use Facebook groups as pop-up groups for live launches. And yeah, a great opportunity for all coaches, online educators, and everyone that has a Facebook group that is focused around social learning. All right, so without further ado, let me show you how to set this up. This is so easy and you can do that really, really quickly. The first thing you want to do is set up your group. So this is for a new project of mine, for a new membership, the Coach Growth Hub, and I just set up this group. The next thing I want to do is I want to go to the settings, and then within the settings I can see the features, and here you can see guides. So now I want to say add, and now I have the guides section in here. That was easy, right? So your group has guides sections now. You can use guides to highlight important posts you want people to read, to help people learn about a specific topic or subject, or to organize information in a place that's easier to find. So now people can not only go on the discussion tab and maybe see an announcement post or something, but you can actually send them here and you can say, okay, go through the guides. So one of your first guide could just be a welcome, introduction of yourself, and how this group works. The next guide could be, an introduction of how to consume the content in your group. So let me start by just set up a guide. And now I want to say welcome and walkthrough. So I could now already describe the guide and let people know what this is about, but right now I just want to create this very first guide. So now within the guide, I want to create a post. So the first post I could create would be welcome to the Coach Growth Hub. So if you, for example, use this to run a challenge, to run a live launch, then you would welcome them to the challenge and to the title of that. So now let me just quickly pull up some random pictures. So here is where I introduce myself. So now what's important to know is that the posts within the guides will be organized chronologically. So this, if I have posted this picture of me and now I create a new post, the new post will be on top of that. So think about that when organizing it. In what order do you want the posts within the guides? So the first guide here could be, a quick introduction of myself. The next could be like a walkthrough. So here goes So here I would, for example, say, encourage people to watch a walkthrough video, and then I could upload a video that just walks them through specific content. So now let me upload the video of a friend. So if you have a longer video, it will actually take Facebook 5-10 minutes until it's visible, but it's still there and it's still queued, if that makes sense. So you can just upload it and then continue with uploading the other guides. So, but for now, let's not do this. Instead, let's create another guide. So you can see also the first guide you create will be at the very top, but the posts within the guides, they will go towards the bottom. So the second guide would then be, for example, in this group, I offer something that's called coaching and courses for feedback. So free coaching and courses for feedback. And what that is, this new project of mine is focused to help new coaches to get started. And one of the biggest challenges that I see new coaches have is that they cannot put their coaching into practice and they have zero social proof around their way of helping people. This is why I came up with this idea, something that worked really good in my other free community on Facebook, where we have almost 4,000 members now. For a while, I offered the opportunity to say, okay, you can offer your coaching services or the course you just created or the digital product you just created for free for a limited amount of people in exchange for an honest feedback so that you can improve your coaching and your product, and a review that you can use, as a screenshot to just add some social proof, which will make it infinitely more easier for you to sell. So now I can just say, get or offer your coaching course in exchange for feedback. Obviously, you want to be really mindful about the wording and that you guide people really well within the guides. What I love to do is I just love to create those graphics in Canva. So every important post in a guide has a big image so that it's just easier to digest for people and to stand out. So here I would type out how this works, and then I would encourage two people, comment your offer below. And this is a give one, take one. So for every offer you put out, you consume another person's offer and you give honest feedback. Okay, and now that when I post this, you'll see there's already a second guide with this opportunity. So now when people would come in here, they would first see the welcome post and my walkthrough, how they can use this. Then this would be the opportunity to exchange coaching or courses for feedback. And now when I create a new guide, I could, for example, say something like, what else did I prepare here? So one thing I also offer is feedback corner. Get feedback on your niche and offers. So this will be like a feedback corner where people can post their things and then they can get feedback. And again, all I do is just create a text post. So get feedback. Encourage people to comment below that and then get feedback on it. And that way, it's also really easy for you to follow up with things and to know where people need what from you as well. So now that we go through this was fairly quickly set up and it already looks like a lot more professional. So now I can close this and you can see when a new member comes in, they would see the guides in here. So what I would make sure is that everyone that comes new into your group with this post that you have, so you have the opportunity for Facebook groups when you have new members. So for example, this is my other community. I can say members. And then I can write a welcome post for everyone that's new in the group. So I encourage you to always write a welcome post for people that are new to the group. If you have an important announcement or something, use that as well. But let them know, hey, welcome, you're new to the group. Be sure to check out the guides so that they actually know where to find stuff. So that's another detail and nuance to this. And right now I've showed it to you how I would set it up for a paid inner circle membership offer. But let me give you an example from one of my live launches. So this was the Coach at Bootcamp. There were over 300 people in there, but I kicked out everyone except of my Funnels and Ads Pro members because I still want them to have access to the guides. And here's how I had the live launch structured. So I had the first guide where I would introduce myself. So I posted this last because I wanted them to see my introduction first. Then there was a traffic crash course, and then there was my personal approach to low risk, high return ads. And then there were guides that were already broken down from my paid membership. There was Guide 2, Signature Framework Offer Suite Creation, Guide 3, Magnetic Messaging, Guide 4, Funnel and Ads Growth Roadmap, Guide 5, Coach Funnel Deep Dive. And you can see those were all videos within the guides. So actually when people would have clicked on it, they would have seen the full guides, everything sorted chronologically, and they could go through all the videos and the trainings themselves. What I did at the end was I created separate guides for recommended tutorials, for planners and checklists, for the free funnels we gave away, for a giveaway we were running, and then also that's something I recommend if you do a live launch. Ask your current clients for feedback in a separate guide and be sure that they comment below this. So you can see here were 34 comments from existing people that were praised the membership, which of course made it a lot easier for me to then enroll new members. And then I had like a bonus section where I listed all of the bonuses that I would give away with images to just make it look like a vault, but also make it easy for people to really find things. And I want to say that I will do my next launch exactly the same way, probably a little bit condensed when it comes to the teaching, because if I add up the teaching, that would be like 5-6 hours of actual content that people could go through. And I realized that a lot of people would not be able to go through it. So the conversion rate was still good, but for the next time I would simplify it a little bit. Yeah, so this is basically how you set up guides. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. And other than that, I hope that this was helpful, and consider subscribing to the channel and giving this video a thumbs up. Bye for now.